Hey guys, Boz here. Another week, another theme build. This week's theme is cartoon/comics. Lots of great builds. As always, you can look in the description of the video if you would like to download this world and check everything out for yourself. All of our worlds from all of our previous theme builds are online for you to download. So we had a lot of great cartoon/comics. See a lot of Bart's and the Simpsons stuff around here. SpongeBob. Lots of great builds. We're just kind of flying around here briefly, just so you get a view of some of the ones that may or may not have made it. Obviously, I try to show a lot of different builds. I try to vary it and get some new people in each week. There's a lot of people who always put out good builds every week, and it's tough to not show some of their amazing creations. So, I mean, if you don't get shown, I know, don't get upset. You know, people do send me messages where they complain that I don't put their builds in. I try to show a lot of different builds and mix it up. So hopefully you're having fun building. Great community comes on here. They work together. They help each other out. So check it out. But let's look at our first build. All right, this first one. And it wouldn't be a theme build without some 2D art. And again, here's our little 90-degree corner art. But this is by Moonlight Smile. She always does a very good job. And who is this? Batman. But a very nice job of putting Batman together in 2D art. Looks like he's standing on the buildings, looking down on Gotham, protector of Gotham. But nicely done by Moonlight. All right, this next one is done by Dog Lover 1. And I thought this was a cute little build. And it looks like it has a chest. So let's check it out before we look into it. And it's a very good build. The book says nothing. Okay. Well, that was helpful. Well, it looks like this is two friends, maybe sisters, maybe friends, sitting down, and it looks like they're watching Barney the dinosaur, which we won't fault them for that. My youngest used to watch Barney, and I used to grow to dislike Barney, but I thought this was cute. Again, looks like sisters, maybe friends watching. Oh, maybe there's some signs here that says, "Yay, Barney and Friends is on. Yay. Eck, not this again." Well, I agree with this girl. But nice build. Very cute. Very good use of the small space. But again, guys, make sure you put the books in. All right, this next one is by Neon Cloud, and it's Bart Simpson. And he says on the sign, "If Boss sees this, hi." Hello. So here's the old typical very happy-go-lucky Bart. There's a lot of different Simpsons builds all throughout. I just thought I'd showcase this one specifically just because I thought it was well done, and it was one of the newer builders that I hadn't seen before on our videos. So nice job by Neon Cloud, but again, there was a lot of good Simpson stuff. I don't know if we can see any as the world renders here. Don't see any directly. So nicely done, Neon. All right, then this next build, speaking of the Simpsons, this is by OMG Colin, and it looks like he had, I don't know how much help, but he says he had some help by somebody named Lizzie Hill. So Lizzie did a very good job, I guess, helping, I hope. She probably put down like what I would do, maybe a little bit of the grass, and then she left. This empty plot here was Lizzie's plot, she claimed. She did a really good job of building nothing, but she must have helped Colin here at some level. But this is the Simpsons house. Looks very nice. Let's go in and see if Marge is in here or Homer. The house itself could use a little bit more work. It looks a little run down, like it could use some furniture and stuff. So yeah, I mean, maybe we'll see the kids' rooms upstairs here. Doesn't look like they moved in yet. Maybe this was pre-episode 1, but we do look like we have the kitchen. So Homer definitely likes his food. Oh, and there's Bart right there. I didn't realize this house was right near it. But nice job to Colin and Lizzie. All right, this next build is some more 2D art. Very colorful 2D art. And this is by The Enders a Lot. And I don't see a chest, so unless there's one on top. So I don't know who these people are, what cartoon this is. I mean, I don't really read comics anymore, and I don't watch cartoons for the most part. Maybe the occasional Batman or Star Wars. So I don't know what this is, and I don't see anything on it, but It looks very nice, very well done. 3 characters, I'm guessing, from this cartoon, but nicely done. All right, this next build is by Helen. Before we look at it, and Helen always does amazing builds. It seems like Helen and somebody else that we may be talking about later always seem to show up on our themes. But this is a scene from the movie Spirited Away. The movie follows the story of Chihiro, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, going to the spirit world. In this scene, she is in the boiler room working. I built Chihiro Kamaji and lots of suit balls. I promised Kama that I would build suit balls. So let's just back up here. I gotta say, when I first saw this from a distance, and I don't know if you guys see it in the description, and this is no offense to Helen, when I saw this from far away, I thought that was Eggman from Sonic. Does anyone else see the resemblance, or is it just me? But this is a very beautiful build. I have no idea about this movie. I've never seen it, so I don't know anything about it, this comic, cartoon, but it looks beautiful. And I apologize for thinking that was Eggman, but very nicely done. All right, now this next one, there was a lot of SpongeBob stuff. We can actually see SpongeBob in the distance. Somebody got started and never finished. But this is by Action123. And this looks like SpongeBob's house. And there's a chest. Let's see if there's a book. It says, my build is SpongeBob's house. The inside is not the real inside of his house. I just built random stuff. I don't really like SpongeBob, but it was something pretty easy to build. Hope everyone likes it. Doesn't even like SpongeBob? How can you not like SpongeBob? The inside is not real. There are 6 hidden signs. Try to find them. Well, I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Although we did just find one right there. That was number 6. We're doing pretty good. We have solved it. There's number 2. It's all over. Kind of a cute idea, a little hide and seek. There's number 3. We've found a whole bunch of them. You know, there's got to be. Oh, I thought maybe there'd be one up in here. I thought that would be interesting. But obviously, there's more signs. I don't know if he'd hide them in the chest. There's one. You know, we are legends at this game. There's SpongeBob himself right there. And that's a sign. I count that as a sign. That counts. We're going to take it. So that's a sign too. So I think we're done. That's 6 signs. So just like Bruce Willis in Sixth Sense, we have found him. We're going to go with it. So nice build. Let's look at it from the outside here. I mean, I like the use of the glass, the colored glass, the webs for the smoke. It looks very good. So nicely done by Mr. Action. All right, this next one is kind of an iconic picture. I'm a Spider-Man fan. This is by Jake. I don't know if it's Nobiz 1999 or Nobis 1999, but Jake built this, and this is, you know, Spider-Man in his iconic little hanging down pose. I think this is the episode or the scene in the movie, honestly, where Gizmo comes up and kisses him. But I'm not sure. You guys can let me know. But there is a chest, so let's take a look. It says build name Spectacular Spider-Man Helpers Jake and TK Lange. Or TK Lange. Who knows? I can't pronounce any of your names, but I tried. But let's look at it here. I mean, you can see a nicely done job of kind of making that iconic pose. It looks like he's got like a lamppost here he's hooked to. But very, very nicely done. I love Spider-Man, X-Men, DC Comics like Superman, all that stuff. Love it all. So love me some superheroes. Okay, this next build here is by Bubba Joe 66, and over here Felicity. So let's take a look at the chest. For this week's theme build, Felicity and I have made Gru's house from Despicable Me. That's about it. Bubba and Fel. So, not seen Despicable Me, but this looks nice. I really like it. Got some chests in here. I wonder if there's anything in it. I got my speed set high, so I don't fly very accurately. They look empty. But very nice looking house here. I love this door. I think the extra doors added makes sense. This looks like was that a minion or whatever walking into the wall? So not a lot we can see there. But then over here, Felicity's side, and I'm assuming they probably both worked together on each other's plots to help. But maybe they did them separately. They can say in the comments. But it looks very nice. So a nice little double build. All right, continuing along with the minions, here we have a build by Miss Carly Hammond, the Hammy, the hamster, the Homie Slice, whatever you want to call her. Got a chest here, let's check it out. It says, "Hi, Homie Slice. This build is of a minion. I don't know which one. This represents you as the main leader of the crew and people like me being the minions. I hope you like it. P.S. Banana, 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 banana." Okay. Nicely done, Homie Slice. So here you can see the minion with his tongue sticking out. Looks like he's ready to eat that chest. Nice glasses on it. Thinking about bananas there in the little bubble. I like that. So maybe one of the first times we've seen like a little pop-up bubble where it wasn't actually a word. And then you can see all of the minions here around him. So this is supposed to be you guys, and then me, this big large dude. But nicely done, Homie Slice. All right, this next build is by another staple for our builds. It's like every week I just feel bad not showing his builds, and that is Mr. Ed Tucker, the artiste. And this looks like the old Batmobile. And then up here we have Wayne Manor. So I gotta assume it is, but there is a chest down here. And I've had some people say, "Buzz, you take the stuff out of the chest and don't put it back." When I put the world up for you guys, I make that ahead of time. So when I'm recording on here, this is just a copy of the world. So everything I do doesn't happen on it. So we have a Batman and a Pia. Well, I guess we'll look at them both. Ed really making me read this week. 18 pages. Oh my, I can't read this. Ed, I just can't do it. So it looks like he's got a little bit of story. So I'm going to let you check that out yourself. Thanks for the theme server and all you do for the community. It's much appreciated. You're welcome, Ed. And a big thanks go out to the patrons, which really make it possible. So, oh, I forgot to read the signs there. I don't know if you guys saw them. This says, "Read Secret Diary for details. 1996 Batmobile." And Ed changed his name for Halloween, but I still call him Ed Tucker, the artiste. So beautifully done job here of making the Batmobile. Obviously very, very tough to kind of cram that in. You can even see the bat symbol here in the back. That is cool. Ed's builds and a lot of these builds, I mean, that's the reason you should download the world and play it. You can just copy it into your saves folder in Minecraft and explore the world. But here's Wayne Manor. Let's go on in, see if Alfred's in here. Looks like there's been some blood. I think Ed's story, if you read it, will probably tell you more. I don't know if there's any clues into the house that what might went on. I encourage you guys to really come on and explore this one. I don't really want to spoil everything for you, but Ed does a beautiful job every time. So again, you're watching Ed build live on the theme server. Check out what he's doing, talk to him, say hi. But download the world and just look at all the amazing things. Ed always just knocks it out of the park. All right, this next build is by Pepper7755, and it's some 2D art, and it looks kind of like an anime style character, but there is a chest down here. Let's check it out. And this kind of has a Japanese flavor to it right there also. Since I know this is anime, but they're pretty much the same from comic cartoons. They're just how the Japanese do it. And anywho, this is Yato, god of calamity and delivery, war. He really just a god of May names. His Shinki is called Yunki. He turns into two blades. I'm reading this horribly. Some of it's the spelling. And Yukine is how a blesses regalia, not how. I have no idea. Figure that one out yourself, guys. Pepper, very nice build though, but nicely done here. Again, a lot of 2D art this week. Very hard to pick just a few, so I tried to pick samplings of different types. but nicely done, Pepper. All right, this next build is by the one and only Longshots. I think this might be the first thing of Shots' that I've built, or that I've shown. And you can see he used a 4-plot wide setup to do Rick and Morty. I'm assuming this is kind of their logo, the style, the font style used for them. But this is different. I haven't really seen anyone take this style and do like kind of a more of a logo, and then of course being able to do it in a banner form with the 4 plots. So very nicely done by Mr. Longshots. All right, this next one here is by Lance is Weird, and he's confident about his weirdness, which I think is nice. If you're going to embrace it, embrace it. And this is the X-Men Mansion. We do have a chest here. It says this is the X-Men Mansion, and this took about 3 hours, and I had a really fun time building it. Please enjoy it. We will. I wonder if Mr. Xavier is in here. We're going to jump the hedges. He's going to be like, "You kids, get off my lawn." He just can't chase you because he's in a wheelchair, because he got shot by Magneto. Spoilers. But very nice job here. You gotta like the building. I think you should have made Magneto floating here because he can do that. Or something of that approach. Some doors here blocking everything off. But a nice little house. Nice to see the X-Men being represented here. I was surprised we didn't have a big, huge Wolverine out there with his claws, but nobody went that route. But nicely done, Lance. All right, this next one here is by the Kiwi Prankster. You can kind of see he crammed in a lot here. But here's some SpongeBob 2D art. You got SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, and that's what is his? I always forget the name of his SpongeBob's pet snail, but I'm sure we'll find out here in the chest. This is my build. It's about the show SpongeBob SquarePants, and I built the characters Squidward, Gary, SpongeBob, and Patrick. So it was Gary. I hope you enjoy my build, Q. So again, this was the Kiwi Prankster, and again, nicely done. He really had to cram in all 4 characters in a small spot, but I thought he did a nice job with SpongeBob. One of the more abundant SpongeBob setups with all 4. All right, now this next one, this is the big one here. This build is on 4 plots, so obviously it's one of our patrons. And let's move up here, and this is my version of X-Men Storm, the Funko Pop version. Thanks to all my helpers, Mario, Poker, Retro, and Gundam. So you can see here, this is Storm from X-Men, and I knew this was a Funko Pop from a distance as I flew up, and I just knew it was going to be Cloud. Now Lizzie hasn't got into this Funko Pop craze. I know some adults, and even some adult streamers who have got into it. I have not got into it, but it is cool looking, and of course this build really did a great job of showing that. I like the Storm in the back there too. There is a chest down there. I don't know if it's anything special or if it's like building parts, or maybe it's a secret. This week I decided to build X-Men Storm. I used the cute Funko Pop version of Storm as my reference. Hope you like it. So I guess Cloud has a bunch of these things. How many? Maybe she'll post in the video, post a comment telling us how many Funko Pops she has. It says, thank you to all my helpers, Poker, Mario, Retro, Gundam. And if you didn't know, Shots has been making his own shindigs in places that are hidden. Have fun finding them. There you go. There's a shindig waiting to happen. If you follow Shots, who streams on Twitch, he gets into a lot of shindigs when it comes to DayZ and stuff, so you should check him out. Twitch.tv/longshots. But nicely done, Cloud. All right, and now right next to Cloud with this 4-plot build, but look at the kind of the T approach here in the pattern. This is by Mr. Kamanosuke, our very own Kama. Always does a great job building. I don't know if he has any signs here. Let's kind of fly down here and just see if there's anything. Doesn't look like it. I'm not seeing any markers at all here, Mr. Kama. Now, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to probably screw this up. I don't know if this is, what's his name? I don't know if this is Deathstroke. I'm at a loss maybe here. I'm screwing this one up bad, so I don't know who that is. So you guys will have to like tell me, Buzz, it's blah. But it looks really amazing. I am totally impressed by it. Nice use of a T-shaped, kind of an I-shaped build here, having the 3 and then the 1. So very, very nice. All right, this next one, 2D art, and I'm assuming this is My Little Pony. I'm not really sure. It's by EMS Minor, but it's very cute. Kind of got the rainbow thing there. I don't watch My Little Pony. I'm not a brony. It may not be what this is. It may be from something else, but I don't see any chest. But it was kind of different and unique that I hadn't seen it, so I thought I'd show it. So nicely done to EMS Minor. All right, now this next one is done by Adam Squarepants. Now this is Captain Underpants. I know that because Lizzie used to read these books when she was younger. But again, a nice kind of 2D build using the walls and stuff. Kind of that is 90-degree angles like we talked about to build Captain Underpants. And I don't know if there's something down here, but let's take a look. Well, there's bedrock there, so we might have missed the little break right here. You found it. You found the secret. Of course I did. That's what I do. So nicely done, Adam Squarepants. Although I gotta wonder why he didn't do SpongeBob. Adam Squarepants, SpongeBob Squarepants. But he did go with somebody in their underwear. So, GG Adam. All right, this next build here is by... Who is it by? It is by Absolute Z, and it says look up minion on a cloud, and then there's info in the chest. So the people that helped on this was Bubba Joe 66, Princess Gaming, and Kaylee Pitches. And it says, hello there, my build is based on the movie Up, and this is my first build on the server, and so far have been loving the community and have enjoyed playing. Thanks. Enjoy the build. Your friend, Absolute Z. Well, thank you, Absolute Z. I want people to all come on here. That's one of the things I love is you see people coming on and helping each other, just people playing games, chatting, and really just having fun, even after they're done building. But here you can see the house from Up with all the balloons that are holding it. And then if we go up a little higher, here's a minion on a cloud. And there's some info on that, but I'm going to leave that up to you guys. I don't want to spoil everything. And, because you guys should check these worlds out. And we have another pop-up here with a banana. So I don't know if there's, maybe that's a common thing for the Minions. I've never seen the movies Despicable Me, so I have no idea. But again, another banana pop-up. I like that. I think that should exist in Minecraft. So nicely done to Absolute Z and his helpers. All right, this next one, favorite cartoon of mine as a kid. And this is by, I want to say Drellum. Could be Drellum. But Mr. Scooby-Doo, one of my favorite cartoons as a kid. Used to enjoy watching it. Always loved it. My oldest daughter really, really loved Scooby-Doo also because it was coming back with all the What's New Scooby-Doos and all the new Scooby-Doo movies that the Cartoon Network was doing. Lizzie never really got that much into Scooby. But I'm a fan of Scooby. I thought it was great, so check it out. Nicely done, Drellum or Drellum. All right, right next to that is Hey Arnold. Let's take a look here real quick. I mean, who could have done this? This is Mario the Minotaur. It says, this is my build based on one of my favorite cartoons of all time, Hey Arnold. I have built Arnold himself with his pet pig, Abner, and then thanks to Poker for building the door. So here we go. I mean, there's the pig Abner. Hey Arnold, nicely done. I mean, I like the way the pig's hanging on the side. I think that looks good. Mario, very creative, always good at kind of, bringing some life to the character there. I mean, that looks good. I mean, it just doesn't look like a pig. I mean, it looks like he's hanging there and he looks quite happy. So Mario always does a really good job. And Poker did a pretty good job with the door. I don't know if Mario gave her any tips or she did that all on her own. But nicely done on the door too. All right, this next build, again, I'm a huge Scooby-Doo fan. This is one of our patrons, Poker. Big 4-plot build. You can see good old Scooby there. And then here you can see the whole Scooby gang, his dog tag, the mystery machine, the logo. Just a brilliant job. And this was done by somebody we just talked about, Poker. And it says, one of my all-time favorite cartoons as a kid, Scooby-Doo. She's got good taste. the build. Pixel Scooby-Doo, Mystery Machines, Pixel Characters, Scooby's Dog Tag. Big thanks to Kama for helping me make my build look right. Also a thanks to Cloud for helping fill in blocks. Also, if you go closer to the van, you will see something. Oh, look at that. Mystery Machine. That's a mystery. How did she do it? She's like a witch. Burn her. Witch trials. Mario did the witch trials last week. So nicely done by Poker. All right, this next one looks kind of Star Wars-ish, and it's by Bugaloo132. It looks like there is a sign says, "Find the dance party." It says, "For my build, I was inspired by the upcoming Star Wars movie, The Force Awakens. I had a lot of fun making all of the things present, and I look forward to doing more. P.S. Heads up for the Death Star." Contents: 1 full Stormtrooper, 1 Stormtrooper head, 1 Imperial Empire symbol, 1 Darth Vader, 1 Death Star, 1 notebook song, and 1 R2-D2. He isn't evil, but come on, it's R2-D2. So again, that was Bugaloo. Let's see what this for a good time thing is. So very nice. The Empire March, I think it's called. But let's look here what we've got. We've got ourselves a Stormtrooper there. We got ourselves Darth Vader. Got his red lightsaber. We got another Stormtrooper on the ground down there. That was the shield or whatever there, like the Death Star, I guess. There's Mr. R2-D2. And then up above, I guess that's really the Death Star. I thought from a distance this was the medic droid, the Imperial medic droid. Is that what he said? I thought this was the torture droid, the thing that goes in to torture Princess Leia, because I thought that was what the needle was at first. But I guess this is the Death Star. But it looks to me like we can get inside here. What's going to happen? Boom. Okay, there is a lever. I don't know what's going to happen, but let's flip it. So I think this was our dance party, and we found it. So you guys can rock that out, do your favorite moves. So really nice use of music in 2 spots on the build. But yeah, at first from a distance, I thought this was the torture droid when Darth Vader tortures Princess Leia in A New Hope. But I guess that's the Death Star there. Maybe that's the big laser that blows up planets. And then, what was it he said down here on his sign? Let's just see what or it was the book. So we saw this, what was it? Stormtrooper, Empire. I guess that's the evil Empire symbol. Okay. All right. So nicely done build. Now that's all of the builds this week. So hopefully you guys liked it. I'm going to turn on the pop-up so you can see the names. You can see Flying Angel built that. Walt Disney. And as I fly around, you're going to kind of see some of the names of the people. There's Kaylee, who helped on one of our other builds. EMS Miner we already showed. But just a lot of great builds all around. Wally here. Wally was built by Donut Dragon. Mickey Mouse here. Mickey Mouse built by Flameball. Looks like we've got a SpongeBob over here. Let's just kind of cut in here. SpongeBob built by Brew Crew Girl. I don't know if this build was finished down here, but that was by Will Kip. Inside Out, that was built by Rachel Hammy, one of the Hammy twins. And you can see Griffin here made this build. This little build here. I don't know if this is Itchy and Scratchy. Sarcastic Poet. The Joker, Harley, Poison Ivy by I Said Moo. Looks like we got a Homer over here. Homer built by Miss Emerald 65. Got a little house down there built by Choco Pumpkin. Looks like the Tasmanian Devil here by Louise Rose. And just a lot of good stuff. I mean, Magic 04 built that down there. This looks like Maggie from The Simpsons by Bailey Ray Catt. And Dark Hunter built that. I'm not sure what it is. This looks like something I should know here, but I don't. That's by Arctic Fox. Don't know what this is here, but it looks cool. Apple Goddess. Here's another character here. Don't know what it is. Is that Maya Papaya? And then over here we've got Tweety Bird. Tweety Bird is by Jody. And then just lots of great builds. So I really encourage you, come on the server. Get on there each week. The themes change on Friday at 3 p.m. Check out the themes. Total Nerd built that. And come on and build. And let's see what you have. And hopefully you guys can make some great builds. And as always, download them, the world. Check them out yourself. We'll see you next week. George the Jedi.